Gosh. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. This is Dr. Princess-Odilia. Happy Sunday morning to you. This October, I have so much to share with you. Thank you for visiting my page. I have so much to share with you. I know it's been a long time. And yes, it has. But I'm coming to you today. All right, so we're going to get right to it. I'm in the middle of a discussion, and I just thought about it. I'm like, I've got to record this because I'm being asked questions that really matter that I know you care about. And one of the questions that the first one we're going to get with is, I was just asked about we're talking about listening to God. We were talking about how people can put curses and hexes and all of this stuff on you, especially in today's society. And this is perfect since we're talking about Halloween and, the ghost. So let's talk about those spirits, okay? Let's talk about all those hexes and texes that people nowadays are becoming very skilled, and it's very, it's a common thing now. It's not like you just see it in the movies, okay? This stuff is actually real and happening. And in our younger generation, this is natural. People are putting love spells on folks and hexes on folks and illusion spells and saying all kind of rituals. Before you know it, hey, you thought the love of your life was the love of your life, but if you don't stay focused, you'll find out that the love of your life, everything just done flipped, and you don't know why or what happened. And it's all because there's been a spell put on you or your mate, right? So we were also we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about what it's like to hear God. So I hear God all the time. I talk to God more than I talk to man. I've said that over and over and again. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I love you. So that part. So the first time that the first time I did not hear from God, it was about a certain thing, not a long day that I went without hearing from God. I don't know what I would do if I had to go an entire day not hearing from God, right? So this particular time, I didn't hear from God. I said to God, wait a minute, hold on. It's been a couple of days and I didn't hear from you about this particular question I asked. And the Spirit said to me, patience. And I said, that's why I never pray for patience, because I don't like to wait. So then the Spirit said to me, go look it up. So I guess you're a little smart, but go over there and look it up. Look up patience real quick. Let me show you something. So patience, when I looked it up, is not all about time and waiting. In fact, the first answer to patience, it has to do with suffering without complaint and having resilience. To suffer without complaint and having resilience. It's the third definition down where it talks about waiting. So that says to us, patience is not so much when we are given that thing that says that we have to have patience, love, being humble, and all of this. Patience is not so much to time as it is to how you wait within the time. How are you acting? Are you going crazy? Huh? Are you tripping darn near cursing God? Like, it just don't make no sense. Now, excuse me. What are you doing? How you doing this? Okay, so how you doing? So that's your first nugget. So that's, guess what, y'all? Let's get right to it. Okay, so you were getting ready to show me something. And we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about why is it that it's so not just good enough to be whatever the Lord, whatever I bind on earth that's bound in heaven, or whatever I loose on earth is loosed in heaven, right? When it comes to these hexes and all of these spells and stuff, okay? I remember, let me tell you, when I got very specific and the divine began to show me exactly what was happening to me. Like, let me explain something to you. Say there's somebody, that's why, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, all right, let me tell you something. You better be careful who you allow yourself to be fooling with, talking with, engaging with when you are married, okay? You think you're in love, you know you're in love. You're at a happy place, you guys have been through the fire and made it back, and you got people hating, especially you are showing forth the blessings of God, of the divine in your life. You are showing this, and people are jealous, and you are allowing yourself to be vulnerable and susceptible to energy entities that do not have your best interests at heart, okay? They don't have your best interests at heart. You got to be careful, because let me tell you something. I was put in a situation where my partner had a spell put on him. And I'm telling you, I saw it. I saw the difference of it. I actually saw the difference of it. It was like the exorcisms, okay? I asked, what in the world is this, right? I also saw many different things happening to me. So what I have come to understand and learn is that when these things are put out, it affects your partner. Things that are far beyond you. And if you don't have any knowledge about these types of hexes and curses that people are putting on people, and you don't have knowledge about how to war against it, it is a specific type of war that you have to war against this, right? In battle, okay? With the darkness, okay? Happy Halloween. Okay? It's a certain type of way. I found myself in a situation, my body chemistry was changing. I couldn't keep fresh. I was trying everything and nothing would work. That person could put a spell out and it'll have your mate all of a sudden not attractive to you, things happening to them that's causing them to be less attractive, or this and that. Trust me, listen to me when I'm telling you this, okay? And you wonder what's happening. Now all of a sudden, I don't like them because such and such. And man, let me tell you something. It was a short window that this was going on even with me. Face changed. I had breakouts and stuff. I'm like, what the heck? Out of my face, anybody who know me, okay? I'm 54 years old, baby. And my skin has always been known to be milky, okay? And then my body, Coco Chanel, baby, or whatever I chose to put on, smelling good was not a problem. So, in my body was another thing that I like to self-love. Let's just say that. But in that scenario, I was being attacked. I was under attack because somebody was coveting a union. And I'm saying this to somebody today because I don't want you to get it twisted. Let me tell you something. Divine unions in the new earth are very, very important and imperative. They bring a lot of power. They help raise the frequency in the earth. They raise the vibration. So it's a very important thing. So you have some times that people will move away from that and will end up really being like Pharaoh. And whether male or female, it does not matter. Whatever the situation, a divine union can also, regardless of which, can save many, 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 many souls. So it's important for that to be protected. It's important for anyone, and I mean anyone, who is in a relationship or whatever, laying down with somebody, having a good time with somebody. Be careful how you deal with people these days, because the spells and the curses and the hexes and all that stuff is happening real time, real serious, and a lot this day. And then you get people getting upset. God began to teach me and guide me to places so that I can learn about it, so that I can war and be specific about it. So that brings us to where we are right now. I've got my friend Howard here. We were sitting here talking, and he said to me, why isn't it just important? Why can't you being powerful in God just be enough? And that's when we brought to this. So, this gentleman, I just met him 2 seconds ago, like literally. And we were sitting here talking about the divine, and he brought out the Bible. So we got to talking, and y'all know me, okay? So he asked that question, and it's a very legitimate question. So the answer to your question is, I remember I said yesterday that, a few hours ago, that entity energies, we're entity energies, okay? We just have these Halloween costumes on top, okay? That's what we have, okay? But we are entity energies. And we also create entity energies through our thoughts. So those entity energies that we have created, some of them are created out of hatred, out of things that are not good, out of pain. And they continue to live, and they grow, but they grow in the dark side, okay? They grow on the inside, What I said to you, the soul is upset. So I know souls have been very upset, because we have been ignorant to what we've been doing, but yet we've been creating these entities that are attached now to our soul. The soul is quite clear. It's like he's got a whole bunch of squatters, or she's got a whole bunch. It's not a he or she. They're spirits. So they don't have these costumes on. So they represent what really matters, and that is the dark side. Okay, so the dark side has good things and bad things, right? So, but we've given these things names. We've defined them in our lives. So when you have certain things on you, because I'm going to tell you, when I detached and became aware of what was happening to me, my smell came back, didn't have any problems anymore. I was talking about my underarms. My smell came back, my fresh scent came back, my face stopped breaking out. Certain desires that I had just picked up out of nowhere, all of a sudden, they were gone. They were leaving just like this, because I became aware. I was able to call it out by name. Right? And what is it by name? Then I found out there are, what you call them? There are the witches and warlocks in the spirit realm. And there's witches and warlocks who are walking around with these Halloween costumes on too, that are working on ground, okay, real time. So I was able to go against that and really tap, like, wait a minute, hold on. I command you witch and warlock, right? You spirit of illusion. You spirit, you feel what I'm saying? So it's you spirit of illusion. I command every hex, every curse that has been placed on my life and my family, I command you to let me go. And I destroy and release every curse, every hex that has been placed on me and my seed. Okay? And I cast you out into the abyss. And I declare this across all timelines, dimensions. See, I don't know about that. Who knows about some timelines and dimensions? Timelines and dimensions in waking and sleeping life. Right? Dimensions seen and unseen. See, who knew to do that? Uh-oh, look at that.